Listen, I know some of you guys think this is next level trolling. I know you think this is funny as hell. You're like, look at that. Donald Trump, he's only in the libs. And listen, if you don't see it for at least, you don't see it for the hate and cruelty and evilness that it is, don't you just think it's fucking weird? Like, who else would do this shit? If anyone else did this, if anyone else did anything like this in your life, you would be saying, what the hell's wrong with that person? What's wrong with them? And yesterday, I was talking to this kid who trains at a gym that I go to, and he plays football at a college in a red state. He's home for about a week before going back. And he was saying how he literally just can't wait to get away from there. He's done with it. He can't wait to leave and get back to California. He was saying how the politics there where he is just horrible. He's had team members and even his coaches sometimes bring up their politics in the most inappropriate times. And he's just like, what is wrong with you people? And then here's the kicker. And this is the part that he was really like, wow about. Then they will try to convince him to join their religion or go to church with them. And he's like, what? And that's what I wonder sometimes. Like, those of you people out there who sit in church on Sunday and you say, praise God, and you're listening to a pastor who is talking about the Bible and Jesus Christ, who was the most empathetic person, right? He talks about, turning water into wine, feeding the poor, all these things, right? And then you leave there and you're like, yeah, Trump, alligator Alcatraz, man. He's going to have families there. And like, we might get to see a kid get eaten by an alligator, How do you do that? How do you live in this crazy ass world where you think like you're a good Christian who believes in like all of these teachings of Christ, and at the same time, you are literally hoping to see families try to escape a freaking concentration camp that is surrounded by alligators and all other types of wildlife because you're hoping to see one of them get eaten by an alligator or bitten by a snake or something. Like, in what crazy ass weird world do you think that type of thinking gets you to this heaven that you believe in? Like, seriously, you're telling me you want me to join something with you to where I'm going to get to a place one day that's supposedly the good place, where there are going to be a lot of people in that good place who cheered this shit on. A lot of people in that good place who, while they were here, were like, nah, kids shouldn't get free school lunches. What the fuck? We don't know. You're telling me I'm going to be up there with a bunch of those people? Yeah, really? Really? How do you guys rationalize that type of thinking? That's crazy as hell to me. I don't know how you believe in an all-knowing, all-powerful, loving God. This is what you believe in. You believe in that, right? And at the same time, you believe that loving God that you believe in would also be cheering this on, would also be denying food to poor children, would also be denying housing to poor people, would also be denying the ability to just have more leisure time with your family. That's what you believe. And I don't mean to get on a religious kick here, and I know a lot of you guys who follow me are also Christians and good people. And you don't believe this because you know this is crazy. You know this is not the way to the promised land at all. Anyone believing that, you're sick in the head or something. If you're sitting in church and you're thinking, I love this all-loving God, and at the same time thinking he'd be for this, you're just crazy. You need help. You're an evil person. you're evil as hell. And if there's a heaven and a hell, you're not going to the good place. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.